Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tasha and today we're going to do a super easy faux leather envelope clutch. Okay, so for our faux leather, I'm using vinyl and I'm using two different colors because I want a two-toned vinyl clutch. So my accent color is going to be gray. So take your vinyl fabric and fold it in half, and the accent piece is going to be 3.5 inches by 20 inches, and the fold of the fabric is going to go on one of the 3.5 inch sides. If you're going to make a pattern like I did, keep in mind that if you pin it to the vinyl will get holes in it. So what you can do is weigh it down like you see here, and this would be a lot easier if I had a rotary cutter, but I personally do not have one, so that's okay. I'm using black vinyl for my dominant color, and I'll need 2 pieces of this, and the pieces measure 5.25 inch by 20 inches, and this is again the folded measurement, and the 5.25 inches is going on the fold or the bottom of our fabric. I chose this for my lining fabric because I like the contrast in between girly and edgy with the vinyl, and this measures 14 inches by 20 inches folded in half, and it's a little more than you'll need, but it's always better to have more than not enough. So at this point you should have 4 pieces, 2 dominant colors, 1 accent color, and 1 lining fabric. Now we need to sew the 3 pieces of vinyl together to make one solid panel. Make sure that when you're sewing the panels together that the right sides of the vinyl are touching each other, so that way it'll all come out right in the end.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Now that we have one solid vinyl panel, you're going to flip that inside out and then lay your lining fabric wrong side facing up. Place your vinyl fabric on top of the lining fabric and then fold up the bottom of the lining fabric to cover the vinyl. Basically, you are sandwiching the vinyl in between the lining fabric. So it's going to be lining fabric right side facing up and the vinyl right sides touching, and you're going to sew both of the sides. While you are sewing both sides of the clutch closed, just make sure that the layers of the vinyl and the lining all stay together so you get a nice straight line on your clutch. Then I hemmed the top of the clutch by folding it in twice and sewing it with a straight stitch. Now, folding it in twice is going to make it really stiff and hard, so you will want to use a heavy-duty sewing needle when you're sewing this, or else you will break your needle on the vinyl. And our clutch is looking great already, and now it's time to turn it into an envelope shape. So using the center stripe as a guide, I'm folding up the 2 bottom corners of the clutch, and I'm using this chalk just to kind of mark out the area so I know exactly where it is and just help me with my placement. Now I'm taking my favorite crafting glue, E6000. I love this stuff, and I'm just placing it on those areas that I marked out earlier. And you're going to let this sit for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to kind of get a little bit tacky first, and then we'll move on to our next step. After about 2 minutes has passed, go ahead and fold up those bottom triangles and place something on top of it that's heavy. I'm using this college textbook that I will never ever open again, and you're going to let this sit for about 20 minutes, half an hour. After about a half an hour has passed, you're going to take the entire bottom section and fold it up. And again, I am using chalk to kind of mark out the area so I know what I'm working with and where I need to place my E6000. And again here, I am adding E6000 to the areas that I marked out. but I am avoiding putting glue on the midsection of the triangle, on the top and the bottom, these areas right here, because we're going to need that for our flap at the end. And again, you're just going to fold that up after about 2 minutes, weigh it down, and you need to let this sit for about 24 hours to 72 hours just to make sure that it cures nicely. Closing your clutch is really easy. You just fold the top portion of the clutch into a triangle, fold it down, and tuck it into the flap that we created earlier. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think and leave me a comment down below. Have you guys ever done anything like this? And if you have, send me a picture. And speaking of pictures, I got a direct message on Instagram the other day, this picture right here, and it is of my open back halter top video, and it looks so good. So thank you so much for sending me that picture. She actually has a shop, and I will leave the shop Instagram in the description box down below. She sells some really cool jewelry and things like that, so check her out because she's super talented. If you guys ever do any of my DIYs, please send me a picture. I would love to see your guys' work, and if you do, I will feature it in my video. So I will see you guys next time. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye guys.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.